Today we're going to be going over how to enter a Form 1098-T. So what is the Form 1098-T? This is the form that any student under a higher education institution will be receiving if they had to pay any qualified tuition payments or if they received any scholarships and grant payments. They will also occasionally receive adjustments made to either the tuition or scholarships or grants on this form. So we're first going to go over the most common boxes on Form 1098-T. So those two will be boxes 1 and 5. Box 1 is the most simple. It is going to be reporting how much tuition a student paid in the previous year. Box 5 reports if the student received any scholarships or grants in the previous year. And to report that amount, report the difference of box 1 minus 5, or if box 5 is greater than box 1, report the difference of box 5 minus box 1 as taxable income. Now we'll be going the more uncommon boxes on Form 1098-T. And those two will be boxes 4 and 6. So box 4 is to report any adjustments made for a prior year. And this could be anything from the student dropping a class and getting money back from the school, or if there are any payouts the school needs to give to the student. And to report that amount, you just do box 1 subtracted by the sum of box 4 and box 5 to find the reportable amount. Box 6 is similar, but it's going to be adjustments made to any scholarships or grants that are paid to the taxpayer. For example, maybe the student failed something and had their scholarship revoked. They will be getting adjustments to their scholarships. And for calculating and how to input this, it's going to be the sum of box 1 plus box 6 minus box 4, the sum of box 4 and box 5. And now we're going to go over where to enter the information on Lacert. So the first screen you will be interacting with is going to be the number of prior years the American Opportunity Credit was claimed. So make sure to go over with your client before you start and see if they've ever claimed it in the past, and also to go over two other things: that they're at least a half-time student within the previous year, and that they were not a convicted felon for any reason. Next, we'll be going over to see if they have any additional institutions. For example, if they went to a community college for extra classes, or if they for any reason have two 1098-Ts. The second one, usually the one with the lesser amount, will be entered under the additional institutions attended. Then, for current year expenses, just enter in box 1 in the qualified tuitions and fees, and box 2 is going to be any expenses. So that's books, potentially lab equipment that the school or classes require them to purchase. You want to note there is a bit of a gray area in that if the school required the student to have a laptop, that could qualify. But just make sure that if the students are saying that they bought the laptop for school, that it was required by the school before you input that amount. Next, we'll be going over how to enter when scholarships are greater than the tuition. So when scholarships are greater than the tuition, that amount is going to be considered taxable income because the scholarship has already covered the student's tuition and there's excess money left over. And that is going to be entered in screen 14.1, and it will be under the box taxable scholarships and fellowships. And simply just report the difference of box 5 minus box 1, or the more complicated one of box 6 plus box 1 subtracted by box 5 plus box 4. Thank you.